Alrighty guys, so before we get into the video, I do just want to talk about a sponsor we have today. So X-Lash is sponsoring today's video and I've worked with them in the past. I will leave the link to the full review video I did on their eyelash serum and their mascara if you want like lots of details. But they have an amazing eyelash serum, guys. So right now, these are just my natural lashes. I've been using their serum for just under a month. I got really good at putting it on. So basically you put it on at night before you go to bed. And I had gotten really good at it. And then the holidays, I took about a week off. So give or take, I've been using this for about 3 weeks. I'll go ahead and insert my current results right now. And the more you use it, the better results you see. So in the picture, you can see kind of like the lashes towards my tear duct got longer, which those are always so short and hard to grow out. So those have gotten longer. My lashes have gotten thicker. And I'll also go ahead and include my last results too in a picture right now. But yeah, guys, like I know they're sponsoring today's video, but that's kind of why like I wanted to work with them again, is because it is so good. It's the best eyelash serum that I've tried. And what's nice is it's all natural. I am currently 7.5 months pregnant right now. And this has been safe to use on my lashes. I'm sure once I have Penelope, my eyelashes are gonna fall out. That's what I keep hearing. So I'm gonna make sure I have some of this on deck. I also love their freaking mascara, guys. They have such good mascara. It's got ingredients in here that are good for your eyelashes. I'm wearing it today. So after the first time I worked with them, I ran out of my mascara and I repurchased it. Like they sent me the first tube for free, but I think this is actually my second or third tube that I have repurchased myself. They did send me the lash serum again, which was awesome. So yeah, guys, like I said, if you want to know more about it, I will link the video where I did a full review on them up here. And if you're looking to grow your real lashes naturally, Roro, you good girl, and something that actually does work over time, then I would definitely check out X-Lash. They're so awesome. Thank you again to X-Lash for working with me. You see, you guys hear my videos, this is what they're doing the whole time. Hey, let me just finish this real quick. But yeah, links to both of these products will be down in the description box for you as well. And yeah, let's get into the video now. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you watched my last video, you knew this one was coming. I will link the video I'm talking about up here, which was my kind of second and third trimester pregnancy update. If you're just coming to this channel for the first time, my name is Julia, nice to meet you. And basically, long story short, I am almost 29 weeks pregnant as of today, and my husband Jesse and I, we have struggled in the past. We had 3 miscarriages, so this is our 4th pregnancy, and so far it's been going great. However, if you could tell by the title of this video, I do have gestational diabetes, which is what today is going to be all about. But if you want to know more about, how this pregnancy has been going, I'll link some of the videos. If you want to know more about kind of the trying to conceive part and like our struggles, I'll link those videos for you down below as well if you want to catch up after this. But real quick, if you're watching this, probably most likely you have just maybe gotten diagnosed with gestational diabetes and you're freaking out and you're, how am I gonna get through this? Like, oh my gosh, and because that's how I was. When I first found out, so basically I took the 1-hour test and I don't even remember the numbers they want you under and everything like that, but I was way over what I was supposed to be for the 1-hour test. Then I went in for the 3-hour test. That took a couple days for them to get results. They called me. They did say I do have gestational diabetes. And when they told me that, I was at the gym and I left and I just cried in the car because I was like, oh my gosh. So basically they said that I would have to kind of no sugars, pretty much cut down on carbs. And for me, food has always been like my biggest vice. Before I got pregnant, I loved alcohol. Like if I had a hard day or if I, a long day at work, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to have a glass of wine when I get home, which I know is bad. Hashtag alcoholic. No, I'm just kidding. But everybody has their vices, you know what I mean? But food has always been my number one ever since I was little. Like if I'm sad or if I'm having a hard day, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna eat good food. I'm gonna eat lots of chocolate. I'm gonna eat lots of pasta. I'm gonna eat lots of bread. And carbs and sugar in particular have always been my favorite, probably like a lot of other girls watching this. So I had been craving a lot of bread and pasta. And so when they told me this, I was just like shattered. I was like, gosh, you took away my alcohol. Now you're taking away my food. Like, what do I have left if I have a bad day? Like, that sounds so bad. And I know, you know, whatever. But I was just really upset. Like, I was really scared. I'm like, oh my gosh. They did say that when you have gestational diabetes, it does increase your chances of preeclampsia, which is a serious condition where your body just starts retaining fluid, your blood pressure goes up. It can be really dangerous for baby and mom. So that was scary. So yeah, anyways, like I was just a hot mess. I was so sad. I was so upset. And this was right before the holiday season. I think Thanksgiving had just ended. So I was like, great, I'm going into Christmas and the holiday season and I can't have sweets and I can't have anything. And so anyways, my mind was just going crazy. I was really upset. And if you're like kind of in that stage right now, it'll be okay. Just, that felt good and I'm not even worked up. But just take a deep breath, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because that's kind of the first thing I did is I looked up on YouTube other people who had gestational diabetes, and they literally all said the same thing. They said, I know you're gonna freak out at first, but it'll be okay. It's not, most of the time, it's not as bad as you think. And that's the other thing I want to get out there is everybody's different. Everybody's body handles things different. Every pregnancy is different. So I'm just telling you kind of what my experience has been with it so far. So gestational diabetes increases your risk of preeclampsia, which so far I've been great. I haven't had any swelling. Like I've been doing great so far. And I got diagnosed with this, I think I was at 24 weeks. So I've been diagnosed with it for over a month now. They do say the other thing is that sometimes the babies can grow too big, which obviously like they want to monitor that and make sure, because if it gets too big, they want to get it out of there. Like you won't be able to have it naturally. With that, they are going to go ahead and monitor your baby a little more, which that's kind of a plus, guys. So we get to have extra ultrasounds than we would have, which another side note, a lot of people get scared in ultrasounds. My doctor, she said that like it's really safe now. The warnings they give about ultrasounds are just, you know, really outdated. And she herself actually has, I think her little boy is 3, and she said she ultrasounded him all the time. It was safe. So my doctor did it and she said it's safe. Like I trust her, you know what I mean? So anyways, that didn't really worry me. I know a lot of people are made to be scared of ultrasounds, but nowadays, like they're safe, guys. They're probably some of the beauty products you're using are more dangerous than the ultrasound. So just for peace of mind in that. So yeah, so that is kind of a plus. You'll get to see your baby a little more because they want to monitor it and monitor its growth more, most likely. So basically what my doctor did is she told me, first, let's see if we can control your blood sugar by your diet. And then if that didn't work, then they do have medication you can go on to help regulate your insulin levels. And then I think the third step would be insulin shots. So that was the other thing that went through my mind is I don't want to give myself shots. I don't want to, and that's the other thing too, which is so silly. Like I was like, I don't want to prick myself all the time. And like, I don't know. I know your mind's probably going so crazy right now, but it's going to be okay. So what they did is they sent through a prescription for my little black pack. And this is to check your blood sugar. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you, that way it's not as scary to you. So mine came with, it's really nice. It's this little kit. In here, I have my Lancets. I'll go ahead and show you guys like how I do it. I actually have to check my blood sugar anyways. But I keep my Lancets in here, which the Lancets are the little needles. You have your pen here. Then you have your testing strips in here. They look like this. And then you have your device. The testing strips just slide in here. So we'll get into a demo of this in a second. But basically what they wanted is they wanted my fasting blood sugar. So right when I wake up, before you drink anything, test your blood sugar, and they wanted me under 90. And then they want me to go ahead and test every 2 hours after eating, and they want me under 120 for that. So When I first found out, I literally cut out for sure all sugar and most carbs, as much carbs as I could cut out. When you're grocery shopping, look at all the ingredients of the things you're buying. A little tip is a lot of things that are light or low fat for some reason are higher in carbs and sugar. So you do want to go for more regular things. Fatty things are okay. Protein is gonna be your biggest thing. You can eat lots of protein. It's really good for you. Vegetables, fruits do have sugars in them. I've been okay eating fruits, but I have heard that other people, fruits will spike their blood sugar. So try to stick to vegetables. That's another thing, guys, is you're gonna have to play around with your diet. Things are gonna affect everybody differently. Like everyone's body is so different. So it's kind of gonna be a trial and error thing. So real quick before I get into foods and everything like that, just because I'm sure this was one thing I was worried about. I'm like, I do not want to have to do this all the time. Like I don't want to live my life like that. Guys, it's really not as bad as you thought. I just take my little pen here, I take a lancet, I pull off the top. You'll get instructions, guys. Like no one showed me how to do this. I figured out just by the instructions that it came with. They were really good instructions. I'll give you a couple tips though while I'm doing this. But you put the needle on, you twist this little cap, which that's the needle. I don't even know if you guys can see it. It is so tiny. It's not intimidating at all. And my pen has different levels. So I think it said to start at level 2. My skin is thin enough to where I could draw blood at just a level 1. But depending on how tough your skin is, you can turn up the level of how deep it punctures. And I'll show you guys some tricks to get the blood. So then you just push in the pen, and then this little button here is what is going to push the needle. So then I would just take my little device, turn it on, get the test strip in there ready to go, like so. And so this was the hardest part, guys, is like the first time I had to like do it myself. It was so hard. I'm someone who, I'm not really scared of pain. I don't know, like it wasn't really the pain that scared me. It was more just like, oh, like pulling the trigger on yourself. I don't know, it is a little hard. But after the first time doing it, I was like, oh my God, I got all worked up for nothing. And you will get used to it, guys. Your fingers will get used to it. The first couple times you might be like, oh, like it's irritated now. But like I said, you'll get used to it. Your skin will get used to it. So I always do the same finger and all day long, and it's fine. You can do it anywhere. They say to do it on the side of your finger. So I'm just going to push it there, and I poked myself. And so that's what it looks like right now. And a trick to do that I read that helps a lot to get blood out is just push up. So push all the way down from your finger and just push up and like kind of just massage your finger. Your initial instinct is going to be just pinch where it's at, but just massage all the way up your finger, put a lot of pressure, and then boom, that's going to be plenty for me to test it. So the blood just goes on the little strip. I actually need to eat. So yeah, my blood sugar is really low because I need to eat. So mine's at 75 right now. And that's basically all you do, guys. It's really, really easy. It's not as scary as you think. Honestly, it's more of a pain in the butt to remember to check your blood sugar than it is actually doing it. And it just takes a little change in routine. Like, you know, in the morning when you wake up, just change your routine. Like put it by your bed right when you wake up, just test your blood sugar, and then you can go on about your day. And then every time you eat, just set a little timer on your phone for 2 hours. It's nice and small, stick it in your purse. It just is a little bit of change of lifestyle. So now we'll get into like kind of foods and things that have triggered my blood sugar, kind of what I can get away with. So like I said, when I first found out, I went like strictly proteins, vegetables, hardly any carbs, 0 sugars. I went and got, Atkins has a really great line of desserts, like little candy bars and treats that are either sugar-free or they have so much protein and so much fiber that it cancels out the carbs and sugars, if that makes any sense. But I'm able to eat those, and it doesn't spike my blood sugar. And those are hard to find. They're actually in like the nutritional aisle, kind of by the vitamins, by where the like weight loss stuff is. So yeah, if sugar is spiking you, definitely go buy those. They have one that is really good. It tastes just like a Snickers bar. They have one that tastes just like a peanut butter cup. It's really, really good, guys. The other thing is they say pastas and white flour will spike your blood sugar. So just try to opt for whole wheat. Again, look at your labels at things at the grocery store. Compare. I found a bread that's really good. It's like it's actually yummier than plain white bread. It is so good. It's like a multigrain whole wheat bread, and it's really low in carbs, no sugar. Like I think it has like 1 gram of sugar, something ridiculous. And I can make sandwiches on that just fine. Grilled cheeses on that bread were really good because cheese is just fine. It has no carbs, no sugar, so you can have grilled cheese on that bread. Salads with chicken and avocado are really good. And honestly, guys, once you change your diet, it was really hard at first because I was so used to eating bad food and food that I wanted. But once you start eating more salads and start eating a little healthier things, you're gonna crave it. Like, it is so weird. For the first time, I've never been a salad person. I've never been like, oh, I feel like a salad. Never in my life. And like people who said, oh, I love salads. Like, a salad sounds so good. I feel like I need a salad. Like, I would low-key be like, oh, like I wish I could be like that, but I'm not. But since eating more of it, I do crave more of it. And I think your body does subconsciously know what it needs and what it doesn't. So yeah. But I have to say, guys, so Jesse and I did go on a baby moon vacation. I did vlog the whole thing. I'll link it up here if you guys want to see that. But, oh yeah, that was the other thing. I found out right before our vacation. I was so upset. That's one of my favorite things to do on vacations is eat good food. Like, eat whatever I want, eat bad food, you know, and I was really upset. And so I had been to the doctor right before I went on vacation, and I had been tracking my numbers, and honestly, guys, I was way under my numbers. My fasting level, like when I woke up in the morning, sometimes was high, like 85, 89, like right under the 90. But after eating, guys, like it was hard to get past 112. We went to Texas Roadhouse, guys, and I had prime rib, I had a salad, I did no croutons, I had one of their rolls, and then I had some mashed potatoes, and my level was still at like 112. That's the other thing. Steak is fine. Even mashed potatoes that have not spiked me so much. Another thing I ate is we went to Sauce, which is like a pizza, little like Italian type place. I had some macaroni and cheese, but I had a salad with it, and I think I was at like 115, which again, they want you under 120. So that's one thing I've found, that you can still eat the things you like. You can still have a little bit of pasta. You can still have a piece of pizza. Just eat a salad with it or lots of protein with it to balance it. So yeah, anyways, I did go over recently, like for the first time, and I'll tell you what I ate. But anyways, my doctor kind of just said, well, hey, like if you're able to regulate it based off food, like first off, good. Like, we're not going to continue any further with any medications. Like, as long as you can keep your numbers under control just by what you're eating, we're in good shape. And she did say, you know, to kind of, since I'm going on vacation, play around. And, you know, if I want to eat something, eat it, and then check my levels. If they're really bad, then okay, I'm going to eat salad for the rest of the day. Or, you know what I mean? I'm going to eat healthy things the rest of the day. And so through our vacation, guys, I literally was able to eat whatever I wanted. The first night I had fried fish and chips. I had French fries. They served a biscuit with clam chowder over top. I didn't eat it all. Like I didn't gorge, you know what I mean? But I was able to eat anything I wanted, and my numbers were still fine. They were higher, like they were in the 115s. I think I got to 118, you know what I mean? But it was still under that 120. And sometimes it would be really surprising, like I forgot what I ate. Maybe I had a bagel sandwich, I think, which bagels are, you know, white flour and big, and I think I was really low. I was like 90, or I don't remember what it was, but I ate some food that, or was it a burger maybe? and fries. I ate something that I was like, oh God, it's gonna be high, and it was so low. So play around with it, guys. I even ate chocolate one day and my levels were fine. I've been able to eat sweets throughout the holidays. I've eaten Christmas cookies. I've had pumpkin bread. I've had pie, and it's just in moderation. You just can't, you know, gorge. And even then, like I said, I've been over one time, and so recently I was with all my family and they got pizza and I was starving, and I'm embarrassed to even tell you. I had 5 pieces of pizza and I was at 129, which that's the first time I had ever gone over after eating. I did go over, the highest fasting I've been is like 92, I think, which the night before I had rice and I had fallen asleep and not checked my blood sugar. But anyways, after eating 5 pieces of pizza, and I didn't eat anything with it. I didn't have salad, I didn't have vegetables, you know what I mean? I just had 5 pieces of pizza and I was at 129. So then I'm like, okay, like now I know I just am not gonna eat 5 pieces of pizza in one sitting without having a salad or some kind of vegetables. So anyways, some other things that are good to eat in them every morning for what I've been eating, which has been fine for me, is I'll have some oatmeal and then I'll cut up some strawberries in it to sweeten it and put a little bit of sweetener packet in it. That's what I have for breakfast a lot of times. It's really yummy and it doesn't spike my blood sugars. You can have as much eggs and bacon as you want. Like I said, if you find that a bread that's really low in carbs and like a nice wheaty bread, you can have eggs in a nest. So yeah, guys, this video is probably getting so long, but I just kind of wanted to like tell you guys so far that it really hasn't been bad and that it will be okay. The doctor did say that most of the time, once you have the baby, that it will go away. Also, do not guilt trip yourself and think like, oh my gosh, I've been eating so bad, I gave myself diabetes. Most of the time, gestational diabetes is a hormonal thing where something with the hormonal balance of your placenta is off. So your placenta is what is eating up all your insulin and it's not leaving enough for you and baby to break down sugars. So don't feel bad, don't beat yourself up. Like most of the time it's a hormonal thing. Sometimes obviously like even people who aren't pregnant, you can give yourself diabetes if you just eat way too much. But it takes a lot to give yourself diabetes, you know what I mean? So yeah, don't guilt trip yourself. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it. It just happens, guys. It's just like a part of something that can happen with pregnancy. So yeah, guys, if you're watching this and I didn't answer any of your questions, comment below. I'll try to answer all the questions I can. And like I said, if you're watching this and you have gestational diabetes, like it'll be okay. Like it's just temporary. And that's kind of how I thought anyways. I'm like, well, I need to eat healthier anyways. It's better for your baby when you're eating healthier. You know, sugars and carbs are not good for your baby anyways. As much as like it makes you happy, like in the long run, it's better for you and it'll be okay. It actually has helped me regulate my weight a lot. I forgot to say that. So I had put on like 20 pounds pretty fast. And within the past, I would say since I got diagnosed with gestational diabetes, I really haven't put on any extra weight, which they say towards your 3rd trimester, you're really supposed to start stacking up weight. But yeah, so that's like a little plus to it also. And yeah, hopefully you're having a good day, night, or morning, whatever time it is that you're watching this. And I'll catch you in my next video.